Benin Republic has filed fresh charges against Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, who was arrested in the country last Monday. Ibrahim Salami, one of the Cotonou, Benin Republic-based lawyers of Sunday Igboho, disclosed the new charges after Monday's hearing, where Igboho was ordered to remain in police custody in Benin Republic. TVC News senior political correspondent Adeyemo is in Cotonou in Benin Republic, and he brings us these details.
Monday's hearing of Sunday Adeyemo's bail application lasted for close to 30 hours. The hope of the Yoruba Nation lead agitator was dashed as he was denied bail, and in another twist, Igboho might be confronted with fresh charges when he appears in court next. Counsel to the accused, Professor of Law Ibrahim Salami, told journalists that Igboho was further reminded to allow police to conduct a thorough investigation into charges which included illegal migration, dubious connivance with immigration officers, and attempt to cause uncivil unrest. Salami had expected that Igboho would be freed on Monday because of the federal government had yet to file a formal extradition charges against Igboho. He explained that the previous allegations that warranted placing Igboho on a watch list had successfully been tackled during the hearing. Some of the allegations, which he said could not be proved, are trafficking in arms, inciting violence that could result to social disturbance, and causing disunity in Nigeria. First, the judge ruled that Sunday Igboho entered into the Republic of Benin through an illegal means. They also want investigation on how Sunday Igboho conspired with others to enter Benin Republic through wrong means. They also want to know how long he has been in the Republic of Benin and his plans in the country. They also raised a charge on whether he wants to come to cause unrest or social disturbance in Benin Republic. Igboho and his wife were arrested on Monday, July the 19th, 2021 by the International Criminal Police Organization at the Cotonou airport in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, on their way to Germany. It is still not certain when the accused will be brought to court to answer fresh charges against him. It might be difficult to determine when Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Igboho, will be granted bail, as the judge here is saying that definitely he has a case to answer. Who will need to explain to the Benin government how he got access into Benin Republic and who he has been seeing since he got access into the country. Adeyemo, TVC News, Cotonou, Benin Republic.
And joining us to discuss more on this developing story is our senior correspondent, Adeyemo. He joins me now. Ayo, good morning. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. Quickly bring us up to speed, developments with regards to this fresh charges leveled against Sunday Igboho, especially how his lawyers are reacting. I mean, immigration offenses and allegations of civil unrest.
Yes, Veronica, the case has, by the way, the case has taken a different dimension. And I can tell you here now that even as of yesterday night, the lawyer, Professor Salami, is saying that he's surprised the way the case is going. Now, talking about the way the case is going, it's meant to be, there's this talk about Nigeria, the Nigerian government, making a formal request for the extradition of Sunday Igboho, and the lawyer came on air yesterday and it debunked that it doesn't have anything that effect that can substantiate that Nigeria kind of has an interest in this particular trial, that it has not sent anything formally, that did not send any representative to court. At no point in time has it sent any letter that has to do with the extradition process of Mr. Sunday Igboho to come and answer charges in Nigeria. That what is now confounded with now is that now the Benin government decided to make this their own case now, asking Mr. Sunday Igboho to explain how he got an international passport, or how he entered the Republic of Benin, and the time, the duration of which he entered the Republic of Benin, what he has been up to, and is he not capable to kind of create a kind of civil unrest within the Republic of Benin. So what is now happening now is that we're not even talking trial at the, that he was said to have been causing problem in Nigeria, stockpiling arms, doing this, that. They couldn't find him guilty of that. And the judges in the Republic of Benin now, they are saying that definitely we have a case to answer that. How did you get into the Benin Republic from Nigeria? That it might have connived with some immigration officials in and out of the Republic of Benin, in getting into the Republic of Benin. They want to know,
let me quickly cut in, because you mentioned something that is of interest to a lot of persons. The papers yesterday were saying that government has evidence against him, and so we are wondering why this evidence was not presented in court, because you mentioned that the government is yet to, make extradition charges against him, despite saying they have the evidence.
Now the lawyer, that's Professor Salami now, is saying that the government of Nigeria, at no point in time, he has not seen the hand of government of Nigeria. But how it works is that the government will actually, they will bring out those things they have against him, and they will send a representative to come and join the prosecution here. But since this strike started last Monday, there has not been any kind of representative, I can tell you that, authoritatively from the Nigerian government. So this makes it kind of complex. So the judge sitting down, there's a trial judge, there's an investigative judge, and the Court of Appeal judge that sat down on Monday, that spanned for 13 hours on Monday, could not find him, culpable for all the allegations he might have, allegedly committed. What they are now saying now is that the Republic of Benin has taken over that case, saying, well, how did you get into the Republic of Benin? Who have you been meeting? There are some Yoruba stocks in the Republic of Benin. They have a part, a Yoruba-speaking part, that they have traditional rulers from the Yoruba extraction. They are all here. That the Republic of Benin now is now saying that we are afraid that you will not extend the secessionist agenda down to the Republic of Benin. We want to investigate that. Pending the time we're investigating that, so we are meant to leave the police custody and go to the prison proper. So Mr. Sunday Igboho has been transferred to Benin prison right now as I'm talking to you. He has been given access to his wife. His wife home at any point in time to give him food. He's been given unfettered access to his counsel, but he's now in a Benin prison at an undisclosed location. One thing that is also making kind of complex for journalists to cover is that we're not allowed anywhere close to the premises. And even if we're taking shots outside, the police will come and they will disperse them. And most of the reportage that you've been seeing on this case, you cannot see. I've not seen a media house, a media station that have seen Mr. Sunday Igboho face to face and has taken shots of how maybe he was being monitored to court, or how he's been paraded or anything. It has been a closely guarded and monitored trial. It has not been easy for journalists in the Francophone country to get information and to process their information. But the new twist there is that the Benin government, they're saying that, Mr. Sunday Igboho, you have a case to answer, to tell us how you got into the Republic of Benin.
All right. Ayozuwaku, we'll definitely keep tabs with you for more developments coming from Cotonou with regards to Sunday Igboho's case. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. We have in the studio now a lawyer, Adeyemo, to perhaps put to perspective certain developments coming out of this case. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Fresh charges have been leveled against Sunday Igboho, immigration offenses and allegations of civil unrest. And from what my colleague just said, this seemed to be putting a spin to the whole case. I wonder if that's what you see.
There are two sides to this. We have the territorial aspect of it, which is Benin Republic, where Sunday Igboho is right now. We have the requesting state, which is Nigeria, seeking to have him returned to Nigeria to answer some questions, perhaps be prosecuted. But Benin Republic is focusing more on their own territory. That, okay, you are here now, how did you get here? So that has little to do with Nigeria.
Right.
You know, reportedly, we expected that Sunday Igboho would have been brought back to Nigeria by now.
But my colleague just said that as at when he's speaking, that there is no representative of government that has come to, to lay these charges of, okay, let's have him extradited. And the fact that Nigeria does not have any extradition treaty with even Benin Republic.
I believe that must have been due to the body language of Benin Republic. It was easy where Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in court to have him brought to Nigeria. In fact, he was here before many heard that he's been arrested. And that is a matter of diplomacy. But I doubt if we enjoy that level of diplomacy with Benin Republic.
Really?
Exactly.
Because a lot of persons believe that because of the economic benefit that Benin Republic gets from Nigeria,
that is at the macro level.
Right.
So when it comes to diplomacy, it's about sustaining a mutually beneficial relationship. Remember that when we shut the land borders, Benin Republic suffered, and some other West African countries, and they pleaded. And you saw how Ghana reacted by making it difficult for Nigerians in Ghana to operate, and you expect that they would have adjusted. So you can be a big brother, but your big brothership must not be deployed in a way to create the picture of, so, and that is what we are saying. So there will always be a time. And again, if you are going to succeed in getting him extradited to Nigeria, there are conditions that he will have access to justice. But right now, the world is monitoring. Look at Nnamdi Kanu, who was supposed to appear in court. The DSS did not bring him to court. For what purpose? Logistic reasons. Are you now saying that the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the giant of Africa, the most populous country in Africa, cannot provide HELOCs or what form of logistics?
We don't know because they didn't give us the details.
We do not need to know. It's embarrassing. But we had logistics to get him arrested. But we don't have logistics now to present him in court. And we have said that in the criminal justice value chain, there are three key elements. And they are thorough investigation, diligent prosecution, and a committed judiciary. I would have expected, for instance, on the latter part of these three elements, that the judge would have said, okay, you have logistic challenge, can I release 3 HELOCs from my court to go with you and bring him? Or you have to be back in my court tomorrow because I don't have time to waste on this case. So
she can do that.
Yeah, we call them my lord. We've had people brought to court in stretchers, and you attend to them. If they can speak, they speak. We have seen these things in court. So we need to present a picture of seriousness to the world. And that is where we are now. So be the Benin Republic government is handling the aspect that concerns them. How did you come into Benin Republic? This and this and that. And they can decide on what they want. But by and large, people are saying, now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, do we have peace in Nigeria? Do we have a good economy? Do we have surplus food in Nigeria? I mean, are things getting better? Can we boast of health facilities that can take care of the president? So are we solving the root causes of these agitations? And these are the big questions. Again, the federal government has been exposed wrongly or fortunately, because people are asking, if you have this capacity to pin down some non-state actors outside the country, where is the why are you expressing lack of capacity to pin down the bandits, the kidnappers that are terrorizing the nation?
Right.
So, and this is a balance of justice and equity. So we really need to...
Which is critical at this stage, because a lot, like you mentioned, the international community is watching, and a lot of persons are also watching.
Exactly.
The way the government is handling both cases.
Exactly.
Because, like some have said, there are already tensions across ethnic lines, and so the way government handles this is critical.
The tension along ethnic lines, I must address it. I have listened to Northerners also groan. In fact, one of them said clearly, prominent, that by 2023, we may have a battered Nigeria for any government who is taking over. These are concerns for everyone. All you need to do, and I have said it, we love this country, we want this country to succeed. When your country is profiled, one of the tools is to collate the headline news generated within the country, and you evaluate. I'm asking those who love this country right now, please, in the last 1 year, collate the news generated in Nigeria, not fabricated, and come to a conclusion. You don't want to know the population of human beings that have been killed between January and July this year. You talk about kidnapping, you must have read how bandits, kidnappers have mobilized over 2 billion naira within this alien economy. You must have read how government, apparatus are making moves to ban payment of ransom to kidnappers, even when the government cannot rescue people from kidnappers. So when you look at all this, you must be concerned. And right now, there is a point of concern. Many people are now going into inertia. Inertia means I will no longer be bothered about this government. Whatever they want to do, let them do it. Let's just be watching them. Let's count time for them. And that is a very dangerous thing. And it's beginning to reflect. You saw the recent local government elections held in Lagos State and Ogun State, and people are beginning to wonder, why do I? And when you begin to lose touch with the patriotism of your citizen, then it's embarrassing, I must say.
Now, you mentioned something, and I'd want for you to clarify, which is the aspect of the international community watching, because some persons have said that, what have they done for us? So why does it matter that Nigeria takes cautious steps at addressing these issues because of the international community watching?
What have they done for us? If your daughter is married, you don't go and bring down the door. You monitor from afar, you advise, you counsel, you show example that look at the marriage of myself and your mom, you this one and that too. So what should they do for us? My president is in the UK now to attend a virtual meeting and to go for medical care. Britain gave us political independence in 1960. So are we now saying Nigeria is not capable of having an hospital that will care for the president? These are questions. So why should they? We have heard comments. Fantastically corrupt nation. Various comments. And let me say, Nigeria, is this why
we should care that they are watching?
If you like, care. If you like, don't care. My president is attending a virtual summit on education. What is the state of education in Nigeria? Let's ask the big question. Other countries of the world, quite a number of them, are grooming education. We are destroying education. You don't need a prophet. You don't need a jajawura to tell you the future of such a society that is fighting education. And what is the role of the government? To ensure that elements that will destroy the future of the society, that you clamp down on them. But we also appear to be romancing these elements. We should speak about these things. They are realities. They are not fiction.
Absolutely.
You see, so when you say colonial masters, the first refinery in Nigeria was constructed between 1962 and 1965, commissioned in 1965. We have 4 refineries that are not functioning. Is that the fault of Lord Dugard?
No, not at all.
So what are we talking about? So we have this crude oil in excess. We transport it to Europe, pay them
to refine,
and even forfeit some of the byproducts to them. We bring back a premium.
now sell to our people at a groaning rate. It's in the news this morning now that BDCs will no longer get. How did our naira get so battered that 507 naira can only purchase $1? I think somebody should be concerned. Somebody should be concerned. The Constitution is there stipulating how the economy should be managed. If you look at, if you read from section 15 downward, that the economy should be operated in a way that you have a self-sustaining and economy, and that wealth is not concentrated in the hands of few. The Constitution expects that the security and the welfare of the people should be the primary purpose of government in section 14 subsection 2. So all these things are there. So why are we where we are now? You look at the future now, Nigeria is owing about 32.11 trillion naira. Who will pay? We should ask these questions.
Big questions.
And even the NNPC, that should be the main source of revenue gate for the nation, is threatening zero remittance to the federation account. And yet we spend billions of naira to turn things around. And so these are issues that are bothering us. But then, like we keep saying, some may think that Nigeria is helpless, but we are not hopeless. So
absolutely,
the external world are showing us the good governance. You can learn from Rwanda, you can learn from Ghana. Ghana attracted the highest level of foreign direct investment in the first part of 2020, even despite the COVID-19. So you look at Switzerland, the London that the UK that my president has gone to. If the medical facilities in UK are like the ones in Nigeria, where would he have gone to? I mean, we are saying this with all sense of respect and responsibility.
All right, let's leave the conversation here now. Jide Olugun, a lawyer, for speaking with us.